I'm so glad that you're here. It's Friday. Are you so excited it's Friday? I kind of forgot it was Friday, but it's Friday. Normally, we're so excited it's Friday because that's the last day of work for a lot of people and the last day of school for a lot of people. But this Friday, I don't know, it's a little different. But I'm still glad it's Friday. Okay, you all say hi to me. Say hi to me so I can say hi to you. And I'm going to look on my phone so I can say hi to you quicker. I've been fussing at this little technical company telling them that it's taken way too long to see my comments and I need to be able to talk to people sooner. They told me they're working on it and they're going to try to help me. But let me see who's joining us. Oh, goodness. Oh, looky here. Oh, look at my friends. So, hey, Angie and Sophie. Hey, Lexi and Quinn and Juliet from Iowa. Now I love Iowa even better. Hey, Sienna and Heartland. Oh, hey, from Asia in St. Cloud, Florida. Am I saying that right? So awesome! Awesome! Let's see. Hello from Anniston and Eden in Iowa. I got two families in Iowa. Do you all know each other? Well, here, Sienna and Heartland, I'd like to introduce to you Anniston and Eden. And Anniston and Eden, this is, well, the other people. Y'all are all from Iowa. Hi. Let's see. Hey, Tristan and April in White Oak, Texas. Ooh, that's fun. Hey, Melody Stewart. Oh, wow. Hey, Nathan and Miriam in North Carolina. Thank you for coming back and seeing me. Oh, you are. You're really friends with Anniston and Eden. Y'all know each other. Thank you for inviting each other. I hope all of you are inviting your friends to come. Friends don't let other friends miss out on really cool things. Oh, the Bowie kids in Alaska. Bowie kids, hi. I love Alaska. You all, my little trip to Alaska at the Idea Fair just got canceled and I tried not to cry about that one. But that made me so sad. Hey, Kinsley and Michaela and Robbie and Charlie. Woo, sorry, that was a mouthful. In Tampa. Justin in Arizona. Hey, April from Orange, Texas. You have an Orange, Texas? Do y'all sell a lot of oranges there? I bet you get sick of the orange jokes, don't you? Oh, goodness. Who else? Lydia, Joel, and Gideon. Hello again. Hey, Jesse and Jenna. Thank you for being here. Y'all, isn't it good to have so many friends? This has just been the best week because I've made so many new friends. It just makes me so happy. Let's see. Oh, Reagan in New York. Hey there. So, y'all, thank you. I want to apologize for two things yesterday. You all, I didn't know that you couldn't hear me talking when I went to my slides. That did not make me happy when I learned that. So I'm sorry about that. And I'm not going to do that again because I don't trust it. But I'm sorry you couldn't hear me yesterday. And I want to, you know what? Yesterday's show was a little too long. You know, when Mary Manor starts talking, I'm kind of like a freight train going down a track. It's really hard to stop me. So I'm going to try to keep it a little shorter. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try to. Oh, hey, Holly Bryson. Y'all, Holly's my friend, and I love when my friends watch. Jennifer Brown. Oh, Reagan's mama is from Carlisle. Is that Iowa? Now she lives in New York. That's so cool. Okay, y'all, I'm going to jump in. I'll try to look for more comments throughout the time. We're going to just talk about something kind of simple today. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit about some popcorn. And then finally, I'm going to just read you a story. So it's going to be so fun. So I wanted to teach you an important etiquette skill. One of the etiquette skills that is important for all of us as ladies and gentlemen is ladies and gentlemen notice things. We notice, we pay attention. You see, To be a lady and a gentleman means that we care about others and we care about how we make others feel. And so, ladies and gentlemen are always walking around kind of with your little Superman vision, looking around and just noticing who might need a little help. Now, I want to give you some examples, okay? And I want to tell you that Mrs. Manners, I don't always pay attention like I should. Sometimes I'm really good at it. And sometimes I get so busy and caught up in my own little life that I forget to look up and notice people around me. And every day I want to try to be better about noticing people around me that maybe I could make feel better. So one time though, I did notice something. And I was standing in the post office line like I do a lot because I'm always shipping out Etiquette Factory stuff. And I was standing there waiting, and the line happened to be really long. I was at the front of the line because I'd already been waiting about 20 minutes. And the line, you all, went all the way out the door. And I happened to look up and I saw this little lady. Now, she had a cane in one hand, but she was like she couldn't stand up straight because she probably had something wrong with her back. So she was leaned over real a lot, where she really had a hard time even raising her head up. So her body was kind of like this. And she had her cane, and I could tell she was shaking a little. Have you ever noticed how sometimes older people might shake? And it's just because I think their muscles and their body has just gotten older, and so it's hard sometimes to stand for long periods. And she was at the back of the line, and I knew there was no way she was going to be able to wait in that long line. So I just walked over to her and I said, "Hey, trade places with me." And so I let her come up to where I was. And then some other nice guy behind me, he said, "No, you wait up there with her. We're not going to put you at the end of the line." He knew I'd been waiting a long time too. He goes, "But none of us mind if she goes ahead." And so everyone in the post office was more than happy to let this little old lady pass the line and get in the front. But if I didn't notice her, I don't know if other people would have. Hopefully they would have. That's what I mean, you all, that sometimes we just get so caught up in what we're doing. We're looking at our phone or playing with our toy, and we're just kind of looking down at the ground. But we need to raise our head up and stand up and kind of look around and pay attention to who might need us. That's what a lady and a gentleman do. So one time, I want to tell you about my son noticing something once. Now, he was a teenager. He was older. And so he had gone into the restroom by himself because he was old enough to do that. And what I learned later is that while he was in there, he saw this dad who had two little kids in the men's bathroom. One of the kids was a baby, and he was trying to change the baby's diaper while he also had like a little 2 or 3-year-old little toddler that was running around the bathroom. And the dad was trying to, come here, no, be still. No, could you just stand here? And then he was trying to change the diaper. And so my son said, "Hey, sir, would it be okay with you? I can stand here and try to play with your 3-year-old while you change their diaper." He's like, "Oh," the dad said, "that would be so awesome. Thank you so much." So my son just kind of knelt down and right beside the father, just kind of started asking the little 2 or 3-year-old questions about his little car that he had in his hand. And what it did is it allowed that little child to be still and to focus while the dad could change the diaper. And the dad didn't have to worry about his little child getting lost or running around the bathroom. See, it's so simple, you all, but for a lot of people, they might see something like that and go, "Oh, that dad sure has his hands full." and just go out of the bathroom and not think a thing of it. But see, if you're a lady and a gentleman, you don't think like that. You ask yourself, well, what would I want someone to do if I was in that situation? So one time we had been to a show. It was like one of those, what are those called? The Blue Angels. Do you all know what those are? They're these airplanes that just do all these amazing acrobatic stunts in the air. So me and my family went to this show, this airplane show. It was awesome. So, but you had to park far away from the airstrip where all the planes were going to be doing their acrobats. It was a hot day in Tennessee. And so we walked and, we were okay. I had packed a bottle of water and we're in pretty good shape. So it wasn't that bad. But then after the show, after everyone had been sitting in the sun for 2 hours, and then we all had to walk back to our cars, you could tell a lot of people were struggling. And so I remember just my husband, we were walking by a woman who was carrying her little chair that she had sat in, and she was struggling. You could tell she was kind of red in the face and kind of huffing and puffing. And my husband said, "Oh, ma'am, here, please let me carry that for you. I'll carry it. We'll walk beside you and we'll carry your things." And she was like, "Oh, that would be so awesome." So it's just the littlest things. But you see, a lot of times, if that were us, you can just be walking and thinking, I just got to get to the car. I'm just going to try to get to the car as quickly as I can. But see, a lady and a gentleman doesn't think like that. A lady and a gentleman looks around and says, do I need to give my bottle of water to someone who needs it more than I do? Do I need to help someone carry a chair? That's what a lady and a gentleman does. Finally, I'll share one more example with you. One time I was sitting in the lobby, and I won't tell you the details, but just know I was sitting in the lobby of a building, and there was kind of something sad going on in my life at that moment. And I probably was looking kind of sad because I had a lot on my mind. Do you ever get that way where you've got things that you're worried about, and so you're probably lost in thought, kind of thinking about what's going on? Well, that's what was happening with me this day. I was kind of worried about something. Well, so I was sitting there and I was looking at the ground, just trying to think about what was going on. And all of a sudden, I heard a man's voice say, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I looked up and I said, "Yes." He said, "Can I pray with you?" Well, to be honest, I was a little uncomfortable. But I said, I guess so. And he said, "You look like you could use a prayer." And you know what, you all? He sat down beside me and he said one of the most beautiful prayers that I'll ever remember. And even though he didn't know me, he didn't know what I was worried about, he didn't know what I was sad about, he could tell by probably the look on my face that I was sad about something. And so he just prayed for me, prayed that I would know how much God loves me and that I would have the strength to handle whatever was before me. And it just made me feel so good. And then he got up and walked away. Children, ladies and gentlemen, we notice things. Now, you're kids, and so you can't just be walking up to strangers because there's safety involved. But here's what you can do, and kids, you can do this. You can notice who needs help. And if it is a stranger, you're going to go to your mom and dad and say, "Hey, Mom, do you see that dad over there? Can we go help him? He looks like he needs another hand." Or you can say, "Hey, Dad, do you see that lady over there whose groceries just fell all over the parking lot? Can we go over there and help her pick those groceries up?" Children, You don't need your mom and dad to tell you when it's time to help someone. You can decide. Now, you need permission to help people who you don't know. You want to bring your mom and dad with you. But when your family and your friends need help, you can decide because you're a lady and you're a gentleman and you're smart and you have a heart and a brain that tells you when people need help. So I want to encourage you. And now it's time for your first assignment this weekend. So I'm going to get my little book. And do you know that we're not going to see each other tomorrow or Sunday? But on Monday, we are going to see each other again. And so I'll be sad tomorrow and Sunday that I'm not going to see you, but I'll be excited that we're going to get to see each other on Monday. So I want you to get your notebook out and get your pen because you got some homework for the weekend. It's not hard. Relax. Assignment number 1. Are you writing this down? You better be writing this down. Assignment, oh great. Mary Manners' pen is not working. Let's try pen number 2. That's why it's always good to have a backup. So assignment number 1 is look. Let's write down the key word look. L-O-O-K. And I'm going to draw 2 eyeballs next to my word. And what this is going to remind me to do is this weekend, look around for people, even if it's your mom and dad, that might need a little help. That's so awesome. That's easy. Easy. And then what I want you to do is sometime, if your mom and dad say it's okay, I would love if you would post in our Facebook feed under this show what you noticed. What you noticed and how you helped someone. That would just be so lovely if we shared that with each other. Okay, you all I'm going to do now is I'm going to read you a story. So I'm so excited because I have this little fun program called Fundamentals for Kids. This is the little box. I'll tell you about that later. But in our Fundamentals for Kids program, we have stories. And it's so fun. And every little box and every little story teaches kids a skill, an etiquette skill. You know, you've been learning etiquette skills all week with Mary Manners. And that's what these storybooks do. So I'm going to read to you a story called The Little Angels. Now, this is a story about 2 little boys who are not being the best example of a polite guest in someone's home. Because, you know, it's really important that we're polite when we visit each other's homes. So you ready? I'm going to read you a story, and I hope you like it. One day, let me make sure I get on the first page. Yeah, this is the first page. One day, Sarah's mom told her that they were going to have some special visitors. One of her mom's friends needed a babysitter while she went to the doctor, and her mom had volunteered Sarah to watch the children. Sarah asked her mom, well, how old are these kids? And are they boys or girls? Sarah's mom answered, they're 6 and 8 years old, and they're both boys. Yuck, cried Sarah. Well, that's not very nice. We can't allow boys to invade our home. Boys are rowdy, destructive, and annoying. Who does this girl think she is? Her mom scolded her. Thank goodness somebody's in charge. Now, Sarah, that is no way to talk. You mind your manners. I want you to help me entertain these boys. Sarah just sighed. Boy, it doesn't sound like Sarah. So here's Sarah. I don't know if you can see that very good, y'all. I'm sorry, it's kind of too bright, but you'll get the drift. So Sarah was not being very polite, was she? That is not appropriate behavior. Well, Sarah watched out her bedroom window, waiting for the invaders to approach. She saw a car turn into their driveway. Sure enough, out popped two boyish-looking creatures. Sarah felt her heart beating faster. Suddenly, her mom yelled, "Sarah, your playmates are here." Sarah thought, "Playmates? You mean little gremlins?" Slowly, she walked down the stairs. I don't know about y'all, but Sarah is not being very polite. So here's this picture. Here's Sarah walking down the stairs. The boy's coming. It's kind of hard for me to show this to the camera because I'm kind of backwards, y'all. Sarah's mom introduced them. "Sarah, this is Ronnie, and this is Donnie. Boys, this is my daughter, Sarah, and she is so happy to get to play with you today." I don't know if mom's being honest right there. Her mom smiled at her and walked away. Great, Sarah thought. Sarah asked the boys, "Well, what do you all want to play?" And so here's the little boys. There's Sarah. Well, at that moment, the two boys took off running up the stairs like two wild dogs chasing a cat. Sarah worried that they would go into her room, which was off limits, so she chased them. Sarah found the boys in the playroom, standing on the couch, still wearing their shoes. They began shooting her with water guns. Uh-oh. Maybe Sarah's right. So here's the little boys running up the stairs. And there's Sarah being shot with some water guns. Maybe they are a little rowdy. Sarah yelled, "Stop that and get down from there. We're not allowed to stand on our furniture, and so that means you too." The boys leaped off the couch and headed to the bathroom. When Sarah caught up with them, they were already using toothpaste they had found as a crayon and were drawing pictures all over the bathroom mirror. Sarah yelled, "Stop that! That's our toothpaste. It is not for artwork." So there's the little boys running, and there's them in the bathroom. Boy, I would have gotten in big trouble if I had tried that when I was a little girl. The boys just laughed and ran out of the bathroom. After Sarah cleaned off the mirror, she heard a funny noise coming from the hall closet. She approached with caution. Then out popped both boys covered in sheets and pretending to be ghosts. So there's Sarah cleaning the bathroom, and there's the little boys pretending to be ghosts. As they went running down the hallway, they knocked over a plant and spilled dirt all over the floor. Sarah scolded the boys, who quickly dropped the sheets and headed for the stairs. After Sarah folded the sheets and put them away, she cleaned the dirt off the floor. She decided it was time for backup. She really needed her mom. So there's the boys running, spilling a plant. So she walked downstairs and into the kitchen. She was shocked to see Ronnie and Donnie sitting nicely at the table, having cookies and milk with her mom. What? So there's Sarah cleaning up everything, and there's the boys. I don't know about this. When Sarah's mom looked up and saw Sarah, she asked, "Sarah, whatever is the matter with you? Why is your hair a mess and your clothes wet and dirty? Is that toothpaste I smell?" Sarah just pointed at the two boys, who were shyly grinning at her. Sarah's mom replied, "Oh, Sarah, don't be, oh, I'm sorry." And then she pointed her finger at the boys. Sarah's mom replied, "Oh, Sarah, don't be silly. These boys seem like little angels. Come on over and have some milk and cookies with us. The boys just grinned. That is the story of the little angels. It's a story about what not to do when we're a guest in someone's home. Kids, I hope we never behave like that, and I know you don't. But I wanted to tell you, I'm going to post on our Facebook page, Moms and Dads, after today's episodes, a little bit more information about our Fun Fundamentals for Kids program. It's a little 12-month program that you can get delivered once a month, once every 3 months, whenever you want it. And it gives your kids games and stories and songs and all kinds of activities to do to help them to learn manners. Kids, thank you for being here today. Okay, you can ask me any question. You can say anything you want to me. Let me say hi to a few more of you, and that's going to wrap up our show today. Let's see. Let me see who I haven't. So, hello, Olivia and Sophia from Goodyear, Arizona. Mary, where do I live? Where I live in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm a Tennessee girl. Hello, Alyssa and Alexia. Hello, Olivia. Oh, I already said Olivia. I'm sorry. Hello from Iowa, Malachi, Nathaniel, and Eden. Welcome. Oh, hey, Robin Martin Grissom. Thank you for watching. Stephanie Eaton. Hi, Luke and Levi and Caleb. Our cousin is a blue angel. Oh, look at that. Hi, you're new. Oh, Justice, 7 years old. Welcome, Justice. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you come back and see me on Monday. Why do the boys act like that in the story? Lexi asked. You know, Lexi, I think sometimes it can be boys or it can be girls. Sometimes they just get a little wild. But what we try to learn at the Etiquette Factory is all of us have to be good examples. Let me tell you one rule, etiquette rule, kids, to leave you with. It's actually not polite to go around correcting everyone else's bad manners. The only people who really are allowed to do that is mom and dad. The rest of us, including Mary Manners, the way that we teach manners the best is how we live our life. And so all of you, I hope, are going to be great examples of manners to your friends and family, and that's how we can teach others. So that's a great question. Thank you so much, you all. Let me. So Stephanie says, "Oh, thank you so much." Nathan and Miriam want. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry, I forgot about the popcorn. Oh, okay. Nathan and Miriam, thank you. I'm so sorry. So, okay, real quick. I know this is going long. Your fun thing you can do tonight is I want you to just have some fun with popcorn. So, you know how I told y'all on Monday or Tuesday that I scared Mr. Manners by putting 2 eyeballs on his mayonnaise jar? Well, that kind of led me. I remembered that I had bought this these candy eyeballs. You can find them in the candy section at Walmart, like where you make cakes and stuff. And so I've been putting them everywhere because it's kind of fun to scare Mr. Manners. That's my naughty side coming out of me. So I made some popcorn, and I don't know if you can see it, but oh, one of my eyeballs fell off. But so what I did with peanut butter, I stuck an eyeball to a piece of peanut butter, and I made Mr. Manners a bowl of popcorn last night, and I put 2 eyeballs right on the top. He started laughing. He said, "Where all am I going to find eyeballs?" I said, "You just never know." But what I want you to do, so also parents, I'm going to give you a little link right after we close the show of a website I found that has all of these awesome popcorn recipes. Like I made this chocolate popcorn this morning that is just, I want to put my whole face in it. There's recipes about making little popcorn twigs. One of my favorite things is to take a bowl of sugar and some cinnamon and mix it together and then pour butter over my popcorn with cinnamon and sugar. Another really fun recipe was to melt butter on your popcorn, put a little bit of taco seasoning, and then crunch up some corn chips and sprinkle those in your popcorn. So I'm going to give you a link in the show notes where I have these little popcorn labels for you kids. So tonight or sometime over the weekend, if you like popcorn, make some popcorn and you and your family experiment. Every person in your family has to come up with their own popcorn recipe. And then I've got some little labels for you so you can put your name on it and the ingredients that you use. And you all can label all of your bowls of popcorn and have a popcorn fun party sometime this weekend. So I'm going to give you the link to popcorn recipes. I'm going to give you a little printout where you can print out your popcorn signs. And I'm going to give you some information about fundamentals. Woo! I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you about that. Okay, everyone, have a good day. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. I'll see you on Monday. Bye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, y'all. Have a great weekend. See ya.